Good evening. Oh it is getting rather late. It's probably about 7:30. It's Friday evening. I've been walking for maybe 10-15 minutes, but look at that view behind me, isn't that just wonderful? And those of you who watch the vlogs will maybe recognise and know exactly where I am. But yeah, I've had a really busy week at work. I've had no exercise for about 2 weeks. So finishing work about 5:30, I literally threw everything in the van and drove up here, and I thought I need to get a hill in tonight. Although the main attraction is tomorrow. I'm meeting up with Gerry, and we're either going to the hill on the left here, which you can't see, or the one straight ahead above that lock. That is yet to be decided. So yeah, I can't stay and talk too long right now because I need to get to the top. I'm hoping to get to the top for sunset, but it's a bit cloudy up there. We'll see. If it stays cloudy, I might not go to the summit. But anyway, let's crack on and see how far I get. It's very atmospheric. Clouds coming and going. Let's just hope it's going when we get to the top. Right, making a bit of progress now. It does look quite ominous. It feels, you ever get a feeling somebody's walking behind you? I've got that kind of sixth sense today, a bit weird, but there's nobody here. Anyway, there's a, I hope, there's a steepening coming up here, and then there's, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera, but all these cliffs and rocks that are falling down to the right, that's rock slope failure, I think is the geology term for it. And at the top of this slope here, there's some really interesting sort of crevasses and deep holes. You've got to be careful if you're taking your dog up here. So I'm in the Arachar Alps, if you haven't already guessed, and this is Donich. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up this steep part and then I'll stop to get some tea because it's getting past 8 o'clock now and I'm getting a bit peckish. So let's see if I can get up here and I'll come back to you when I'm having my tea. So before long, I was up the steep part and approaching the wee scrambly down climb which takes you into the crevasses and the area with some rock slope failure. You just have to be careful here and make sure you've got your feet in the right place. Bit of a down climb here. Need to scramble down here. I'll put the camera away and report back down there and I'll get a bite to eat. And amongst all these rocky formations, look at that. Still a bit to go though. Oh, right, let's go down here. Scramble done. Just have to be careful. Not too difficult, but you have to be able to see where you're putting your feet. But I'm going to stop down here and get my sandwich. There's a few scrambly steps. Nothing too difficult, right? Stop here, get a jacket on and have my sandwich. And hopefully get to the top quickly. I think we'll be at the top just for sunset, which we ain't going to see. It is a bit cloudy unless something special happens, but you never know. I just don't think that's going to happen soon now. Nice egg sandwich to have. And get me jacket on. Just it's a bit colder now as it's getting later on and we're getting higher up the hill. So I might put my beanie hat on as well, so it's ready to go. Right, I've actually got 3 jackets with me. A waterproof one, a slightly thicker one, and yeah, the one that I've got on. So plenty of jackets to keep me cosy. There we go. Let's have this sandwich and then I'll report back in a minute. Lots of impressive rock features. Look like big crevasses to the bottom of the earth. If memory serves me right, I think I did a video with Gerry up here. And Donich, one of its meanings is the evil mountain. Must admit, yeah, I'm not looking forward to going down here in the dark. Right, final push, let's get to the summit. Slippery when wet, they're not, they're dry thankfully. There's one more steep pull after the rocky section before it levels out and you just sort of gradually undulate your way towards the summit. And the cloud was kind of coming and going. It was a bit atmospheric as it blew across the summit plateau, but the true summit itself just seemed to be holding on to the clag, and I wasn't expecting too much for the sunset. This summit of Ben Donich, and this sits just under, I think it's 850 metres, so I'm going to say 846 metres. And usually it's a grand viewpoint. You maybe can't see me now, the clouds coming and going, but yeah, that's the way it goes. Quite atmospheric. It's probably time of it now, it's just before 9 o'clock. Yeah, so the sun's going down a bit now. Can't see anything. I think I'll get my head torch on so it's ready to go, because it can get dark quicker when you're in the clouds, unsurprisingly. But what a shame. But I have seen views from here before. I'll maybe stick some up now. When me and Gerry came and we got great views down the sea lochs out to the west and the south, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm absolutely knackered, you know, my legs feel fine, but mentally I think I need a holiday. That's been really quite busy at work, and I thought, usually when you come out and up the hills, I kind of feel revigorated, but or invigorated, is that right? God, I can't even get my words right. I'm that tired, so I'm just going to take my time going back down, get the head torch out so it's ready to go, and just see. You never know, this cloud might lower. Sometimes when the sun goes down, the dew point can change and the cloud can drop, but yeah, we'll see. Right, I'll report back a wee bit further down the hill. Head torch on. Right, there's my other bolt that's fallen down. Right, take my head back down. I'll see you back at the van. A short distance off the summit, I looked over to my right, and there was a wee break in the clouds and a glimmer of hope, shall we say. Don't know if you can make that out, a wee bit of pink on the clouds. So there's something happening somewhere, just not on the top here. Another cloud coming in. Well, I was wrong, because as I turned round there, I noticed back towards the summit the skies had gone pink, so I about turned and headed back up to the summit trig point. Right, I think I'm going to hang around for a bit. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but everything's gone pink. And sometimes when you get the sort of change in colour, it means the clouds maybe dropping, or maybe the sun's hitting it from afar, so something might happen. I really hope it's being picked up. Over here it's still really grey, but over here it's like, it's super pink. I really hope it's being picked up. I'll get my wee camera up and see if it's picked up in that. Let me just shoot this around. Oh wow, fantastic. So let me just, that's grey over there, and then over here it's really pink. Oh, it's not coming out in this one. Wow. Glad I never headed off. This is lovely. Bit of blue sky up there as well. Oh wow, there's the sun. Don't know if you can make that out. You just see it dipping. Let me just spin you around. Ugh. Can you see that? Wow, that is amazing. Look at that. Well worth just sticking around for a wee bit longer, eh? Look at that. Fantastic. Wow. I'm so glad I didn't go down. I don't know if this is coming out in the camera, but it's just, the sun's just touching the horizon. Everything went really, really pink, and it's just kind of cleared. What a sunset. Wow. I was going to say the early bird catches the worm, the late bird catches the worm. That's amazing. I'm going to take some pictures on my phone. I'll let that run. And that's it going. That's literally, I don't know if you can still see me, but literally under a minute. But that minute was spectacular. I really hope the camera picked up the colours. Just a few pinks in the sky now. Wow. Right, I'll definitely be going. I think I'll be dark by the time I get back to the van. Let's go. That's made my night. After enjoying that short but spectacular sunset, it was time to head back down, and yeah, as I thought, it wasn't long before the darkness enveloped me and I got the head torch out. But it was actually quite a pleasant evening. There was no wind at all, and the path is pretty prominent, so there wasn't any navigational issues. I must say I do have 2 or 3 head torches. I had 3 on this occasion, just in case. But anyway, I descended off the hill, and before long I could see the lights of the main road, and at that point I knew I wasn't too far from getting back to the warmth of the van for some tea. Oh, this is good. Donich is a curious hill, prominent from nowhere really. Oh, fantastic. Great wee book this, fantastic. Don't know about the author though. Yeah, really good. Day walks in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs, which is where I am. Plug. And tomorrow Gerry's actually coming to meet me, and we're either going to go up Ben and Lochin or the Fiddler. I think we'll see what the weather's like. We'll see what happens in the morning, but yeah, that was lovely going up there. I am tired, and I had great plans and ideas of cooking a nice chicken breast in my Ridge Monkey, but as you can see, that has not happened. Peanuts, crispy coated peanuts and a pot noodle is what I'll be having for my tea. So yeah, I'm just going to chill now. It's nearly 11 o'clock actually. It was pretty late by the time I got off the hill, so yeah, I'm going to have this, put the bed down, chill, and then yeah, I'll report back in the morning and we'll see what the weather's like and which hill we're going to go up tomorrow when Gerry arrives. So yeah, night for now. We'll see you in a few hours. Some evening reading for me. Yeah, good morning. Had a good night's sleep. I am just waiting for Gerry to appear, and it is raining out there and the clouds down. I'll show you just in a minute what it's like. I'll take you just now. Let's spin you around. There's me coffee, and yeah, you can see down over to the works down there. And if I come over here, I'll be able to see where I was last night, which was up there. That's pretty well clagged in. You can see, you can't see the hills, so kind of glad that I went up the hill last night. It was quite good. So right, let's wait for Gerry coming and I'll report back to you when we're on our way. I'm just going to enjoy my banana and coffee just now. Ooh. Here comes Gerry. I can hear him. Oh, maybe you can see that. There he is. You can hear him before you see him. Right. Report back in a wee while. Hello, Gerry.
Good morning.
Yeah.
So
we have been sitting talking for about 5 or 10 minutes. We're discussing what we're going to do, aren't we?
This is a kind of behind the scenes. People think we just rock up and head up the hill. So what they don't know, what's already happened this morning is I went into the back of the truck and took out the rock climbing stuff and rock shoes. Ha!
Oh. And I did the same last night.
These will not be required today. No. Because I just after I got up, I got a text from Murray saying it's peeing it down.
I think it was pushing it down the.
I know. I didn't. I was sanitising it for the viewers. So.
Yeah. Sorry for any offence.
Beep. So now we're having a debate about where we go, and we're kind of spoiled for choice.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's if only. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a book in the van. I was looking at it last night. What's this?
Oh yeah, right.
Because even though it was almost like we'd planned this.
Like 2 minutes ago.
No. Yeah. So you mentioned the steeple, which is actually in Gerry's book, and
coupled with Donich, but I think we're not seeing today. We talked about maybe going up Ben and Lochane, Ben Levain. We were going to go up Ben and Fiddler, which is a fantastic rough hill, but we'll see nothing.
Yeah, so I don't need to take the guidebook with me on this trip.
Should know the way. It's a good path.
And I think it's going to be below the cloud line as well, so we might get some good views down Loch.
That'll be Loch Goyle. We'll be
Goyle.
looking down, which means that we'll head off from here down to Loch Goyle Head.
Okay.
And hopefully show them when we're en route.
Let's do it. Right, shall we go?
Okay, let's go.
Right, let's get my bag in. It's out the cloud. So I'll just do a bit to the camera. So we are now heading down the road and directly in the middle of the camera. And you can see it with the windscreen wipers. There's a tree, yes. But beyond the trees is the hill we're going up, called the steep hill. Hopefully you can make it out. Might be able to see it again just about... Now, look there, right, it's going again.
Just stop.
No, it's fine. That's fine. So that's where we're going. It looks great, it's out of the cloud, like, well, that's why we've chosen it, and don't know, think it'll be out of the rain.
It'll be beneath the rain.
Beneath the rain, yeah. Right, report back when we stop. Before long, the wee winding road down Glenmore spat us out at Loch Goyle Head, and we parked up on the shores of the loch and got our stuff ready for our short walk up the hill, hoping for some nice views down the loch when we got up there. It was cold, it was wet, and it was a bit blustery though. Locked up.
OCD in.
Let's go. We're moving, and I've set the camera up looking at the gorse. It's lovely, isn't it? The kind of yellow this time of year. And I think Gerry's laughing at me because I never knew this, but it smells. If you go, you say if you rub it.
I make sure it's the flowers, not the... Yeah.
If you go right up and smell it, make
Did
sure
you rub it?
Oh, you rub
Smell
it?
Smell it. Rub the flower and smell it. You getting that?
Yeah, it smells of coconut.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Bounty.
The first technique that I showed you where you go close to it, make sure you're sniffing the flower and you don't get a thorn in your eye, because I just about did that. That's not...
There's quite a few rock climbs that end up topping out and that, you have to go through them.
Anyway, there you go. That's your botanical lesson for the day.
Yeah.
Right, hopefully you can make us out. And there's a set of crags here. You knew they were bolted. You've obviously been.
I think the outdoor centre uses them for abseiling and stuff, so that there's some ring bolts at the top and a nice wee clean crag as a result. But they're wet, so our decision to not go to where we're going to go, we won't say where in case it gets, won't give it away, but we're going to go cragging. I think we're vindicated because it's the Arica schist, you would be sliding all over the place.
Yeah, it's not like Gabbro, is it?
No, it's the opposite of Gabbro.
It's like a nice slide actually. I could go up there and slide down on our bums.
You could.
Right, shall we head on? This is lovely.
So.
Right,
I'll show them the bolts at the top if they've not been chopped by purists.
Right, we're at the top of the crags, nice viewpoint. You can see the bolts, in fact there's a stake for abseiling.
It's not a stake, it's pork chop.
Pork chop. Doof there, and where Gerry stood.
Yeah, zoom in and you see there's bolts in the rock. Or what the Continentals refer to as spits. And do you know what? People go crazy about the fact there's bolts at the top of a wee innocuous crag.
I wouldn't have noticed that, to be fair.
Who gives? I mean, okay, you're going to bolt the whole way up A-gags. I might protest, I might burn my bra, but for a wee innocuous crag that they use for the outdoor centre, what's the problem? Hey-ho.
Apart from that, it's not spoiling the view. Hold on.
Nice
I can't see the view because of the bolts.
That's it.
Yeah,
this
it's
would
nice.
be a lovely viewpoint if only.
If only we could see. What's the corbett over there? Benvula?
Benvula.
Over there, and a wee story about that. Gerry wasn't involved in this one. I set the sat-nav leaving my hometown to here, which is down there. What's that, Loch Goyle Head?
That's Loch Goyle Head there, yes.
To go up Benvula, and about 3 hours in, maybe 4 hours, I was about 2 miles away from the destination. I was like, there's no hills here. There's no hills big enough to be corbett's. It turned out it was Loch Gilphead. which is about an hour and a half in the wrong direction. It's halfway down the Mull of Kintyre. So yeah, if you're ever doing that, make sure it's Loch Goyle Head that you put into your sat-nav. Yeah.
It's not like anybody else is going to make that a mistake.
What a mistake to make. Anyway, right, onwards we go. We're probably about halfway, not halfway?
Oh no, yeah, probably about a third of the way up.
Third of the way up. Right,
yeah.
look forward to the views. Let's go.
Yeah. Third of the way up, a very short walk.
It's still raining, so this is a good choice, I think, Gerry, because all the hills you'll see behind us, you can't see the tops, and I think you're promising me a good view when we get to the top.
It usually is, and I think, as you pointed out, this is one of the few hills that's out of the cloud today, so...
I'm expecting, I'll be wanting my money back.
The cafe might be shut when we get there. But...
Oh, there's no cafe? You think it's going to be shut?
Yes. I
was wanting a latte and a...
It's a half day on a Saturday,
Right. After finding out there wasn't a cafe on the summit, yeah, we continued on anyway, and before long we were approaching the summit of the steeple, and it got even windier here, although you can't really tell it on this footage. It was pretty windy, but it was a nice point actually, a nice viewpoint down Loch Goyle and back towards Loch Goyle Head, that's for sure. So the summit, what's this one called, Gerry?
The steeple!
A steeple, it does feel like a steeple, very a prominent promontory. Wow, excellent.
Well done,
Gerry. Wow, and it's really quite cold and windy.
Yeah, it's a tad blowy.
Yeah, very, very cold. So this is about what, 380?
380 something.
380, so it's relatively high. Clouds down, can't really see Donich or the Brack.
Donich, the Brack, then Donich.
Yeah.
But you'll have to take our word for it.
Exactly. And the view down the loch, I'll show you that, I'll put some footage of that up there, but it's, yeah, it's lovely.
We'll get down out of shelter for
a
a
bit.
bit.
Head down, not going to stay here, it's really quite exposed. I'm just going to take a picture of the walk. Right, shall we head down?
Yeah, let's head off this.
Let's go.
I'm going to retrieve your camera.
Feels more like December.
Winter, isn't it?
Maybe spring.
We'll nip down this way.
Okay.
Which is the way I came up.
Going to head down here for some shelter.
Are you leaving that there, or are you going back?
I'll go back and get it in just a minute. You're spoiling all the secrets, Gerry. They know that we have to go back for it.
Sorry, I forgot we were.
I need to go back for it now. All the trade secrets of video making exposed. Right, let's get this away. After retrieving my camera, we descended back down the hillside, and the rain had actually eased off a wee bit, which was nice, and we got to a nice big rock which we thought we'd head up for some dramatic effect. And you'll see it before us, a big rock. Please note, this is not the descent route. We've just decided that we're going to walk up the rock for dramatic effect. Hero posing, will we do a hero pose at the top?
Yeah.
Talking of, I don't know if you'll be able to see me yet, hold on. I think I'm still out of shot. Talking of hero poses, when we got to the top, it was pretty windy and manky in the top, wasn't it?
It was quite unpleasant, yeah.
But Gerry decided to do a wee bit of bouldering, and I've got some hero poses of you. I'll stick them on the screen now. Dramatic shots hanging off an overhang.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nicer now that that rain's gone off, isn't it?
It's all right. I mean, it's a cold wind. Obviously, for this time of year, it's really quite cool, isn't it?
It is cold. So yeah, I came steeply down off the hill and just been dauntering down. It's been great so far. As I said, it's nicer now. Just the rain just sort of seeps through you, doesn't it?
Aye. Well, it's just a nice wee walk. It's a good half-day bimble.
Yeah.
Lots to see, nice viewpoints, and lots of this nice schist.
Yeah.
Dalriadian schist.
I'm going around this side and see. Right. I'm not going to go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you come up this way, don't come down. This is a descent route. This isn't in your book as a descent route because it's quite quick to get down that bit there.
Aye, that's a speedy descent.
Yeah.
No, stick to the path.
Stick to the path.
Stick to the path.
Great views. I think we were saying up Glenmore, and do you say it's Donich up towards?
I think it's Donich, yes, and then it goes over to the pass, and over the other side is Cullessen Glen, which is a good way up onto Knockconich and stuff. So you can come up here and do 3 or 4 hills all in the one, you know.
Bigger rock. Right.
Yeah.
So head back down. Right.
Okay, after you.
Did you not bring the rope? There's no bolts up here. Right, let's go. Once off the rock and back onto the path, we descended down past the crag where there was actually a group of about 20 children from the outdoor centre learning to abseil. And we got back down past the gorse, and eventually we were back down at Loch Goilhead and at Gerry's Defender, which was nice. I think we'd chosen the right route. The rain had gone off, but the cloud hadn't risen above the summits. It would have been pretty miserable on any higher top. So off we headed back up Glenmore and back to the camper van in Gerry's Defender. Right, that's us. I'll take this off actually. Ooh, that's us back. Gerry very kindly did the driving today.
Oh,
it's a short,
huge journey.
Quite windy road though, isn't it, down there? It's a wee narrow, one of these twisty, narrowy roads, but the cloud level, we're about midday now, the cloud level hasn't really shifted.
It hasn't changed at all, so I think it was the right decision.
Yeah, it was great, yeah. We got views. Had we gone up where we were thinking of going, well, one we wouldn't have got rock climbing, but if we'd gone up one of the Corbetts or the Monroes, it would have been windy, wet, no views, pretty miserable, so we've done all these before, it's not like we're bagging them, so...
Yeah, you've seen them another time.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And stay classy. Loch Goilhead.
Loch Goilhead, rest and be thankful. And I think Loch Goilhead, because we're doing
Stay classy.
Right, I'll see you later.